Hey guys, today for a brand new Minimates review. Today we have the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Wave 2 Spider-Man vs. Chris Redfield. Yeah! So, as you can see, this is part of the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 second series, and it's featuring Spider-Man and everybody's favorite zombie-killing, bullet-punching badass, Chris Redfield. Packaging-wise, it's your standard type of Minimate box. You can see all blue, Spider-Man, Chris Redfield, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Capcom, Marvel 2-pack, Wolverine and Ryu, and Minimates. Interestingly to note, it is the exact same coloring and, well, like pattern as Wave 1, as you can see with the Magneto and Zero pack. It is literally the exact same. Interesting. On the back of the box, you can see we have the roster for this wave, being Wolverine and Beautiful Joe, Chris Redfield and Spider-Man, Storm and Jill Valentine, Crimson Viper, and the Super Skrull. So, let's get these guys open and see where we can go from there. Spider-Man. While attending a science exhibit, young Peter Parker was bitten by a radioactive spider. This granted him special abilities, and he became the hero Spider-Man. When his uncle was killed by a criminal he had to let go, Peter swore to live by the creed of, "With great power comes great responsibility." Chris Redfield. Ever since the Raccoon City incident, in which most of the population was transformed into bloodthirsty zombies, Chris has been fighting continuously against the spread of bioterrorism. He helped usher in the dissolution of the Umbrella Corporation and now searches for his missing partner, Jill. First up we have Spider-Man. Now, here is Spider-Man, obviously. Pretty basic Spider-Man. Nothing really much to say about him. If you have any other Spider-Man, you've probably seen this guy before. Or at least some similar looking variation of him. But he does look nice, I will give him that. Very crisp colors all around. No real bleeding, as I can see. Anyway, detail-wise, Spider-Man has webbing all around his face. Not on the top of his head, though. That is kind of sad. Then again, I don't think many Spider-Mans have that these days. Chest. As you can see, the spider on the back. Very nice webbing all on that. And the spider. Arms are very solid as well, though the web lining does not go all the way around. Nor does it on the feet, which also look very nice. Sad enough. Oh well. The belt, or the spider, I guess belt, crotch, doesn't go all the way around. At least the red bit does, but not the webbing. Kind of sad. One thing to note is that the problem I've been having with a lot of Spider-Mans recently is that I can kind of see the webbing behind the eyes, and I can't really with this guy. So that makes him like 10 times better than most Spider-Man. And another thing to note is that something I've also been noticing with a lot of Spider-Man recently, as with the six-armed Spider-Man, is that the red on the torso and the red near the neck is really different. Unless you probably can't see, but it is. I don't have it with this guy. So, pretty good. Another thing to note is that, oddly enough, Spider-Man's neck kind of looks weird. Like, let's bring in six-armed Spidey again. As you can see, it's got the normal Minimate length of neck and stuff. But with this one, it kind of sticks out. I don't know how to describe it. It just kind of looks off. And while I was looking, his head, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think they might be using a different head sculpt, so it's like popping up. At least that's on mine. Maybe some other one. Maybe everybody else's looks fine. I don't know. Anyway, articulation-wise, Spider-Man can do all the normal Minimate things. Nothing at all is prohibited. Oh, pretty good. Accessory-wise, Spider-Man comes with his usual web line. Obviously. I'm not going to make him hold it, though, because I've been noticing a lot with Minimates recently, if you make them hold something in their hand that strains it too much, it'll cut the paint out when you try to remove it, so oh well. And then he also comes with a pretty sweet accessory, being this weird kind of display stand. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be for myself. It could be meant for him grinding up, or doing some sort of wacky spider kick. But my personal favorite way to do it is... I think that's the best way to pose him. He's like doing a backflip kick. So that's pretty cool. Overall, Spider-Man's a pretty good Minimate, a decent update to Spider-Man. I know a lot of people don't really like that many Spider-Mans, but this one's pretty good. Next up we have... Chris! Frickin' Redfield! So, this is Chris frickin' Redfield from the Resident Evil series of video games. Aw, yeah. First things first, this figure is amazing. When they first announced Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Minimates, I was stoked and waiting for them to announce Chris Redfield. And then he got announced into Wave 2. And here he is. And he's real. Which is amazing, since I've always wanted Resident Evil Minimates. And now we have them. So, great. Detail-wise, Chris Redfield is pretty good. Well detailed for a Minimate these days. As you can see, he uses the normal Minimate build. Nothing really new about here. His face is pretty good. Showing off that badass American sort of determination. Hairpiece is new, which is nice. Kind of spikied up. Really nice. And you can see there's like even his little headset. Great attention to detail there. You can also see that he has his BSAA logos on his shoulders, which is pretty sweet. He has a new sort of harness chest thing, which looks nice. Very game accurate. And there's a little peg, we'll get to that later. You can see there's some toned muscleage going on to show off his muscles. And then he's got fingerless gloves, which do look nice. Get down, he has like knee pads, well, more like ankle pads, but oh well. And they actually go all around, so that's cool. And then he's got tennis shoes. Sweetness. You can also see he's got his holster, which can actually fit a gun. I'm glad that they put that in. And he's got a newly sculpted belt piece. Very game accurate. And even got a little pouch. It's pretty sweet. Sadly enough, though, he does not have giant biceps. Articulation-wise, Chris Boulder Punching Redfield can do all the normal Minimate things and more. He can do that, and that, and that, and that, and that. But since he's Chris Redfield, he's even better. Accessory-wise, Chris frickin' Redfield comes with a lot of accessories for a Minimate. First up, he comes with standard issue handgun. I think this is the basic handgun, the first starting handgun that appeared in Resident Evil 5. Not sure the name, put it in a subtitle. Then he also comes with a shotgun. Very nice, he can hold it very solidly. He comes with his machete sheath, but the machete is not removable, sadly. Though not really a problem on him. And it can peg onto his back to make him look a bit more game accurate, which is nice. Not sure why it's not actually part of the figure, though. And he comes with a display stand, which is actually smaller than the ones included in Series 1, oddly enough. Oh well. Still holds him pretty well. And then finally, Chris Redfield comes with a revolver. This revolver is a reuse of the one that came with DC Wave 1 Joker, but without the bang effect cut off. Or with the bang effect cut off. Now, I know what you're saying. This gun doesn't look right at all. But it actually is. This was a gun, this is supposed to be a gun that was actually featured in the game, the Smith & Wesson 500, which was a revolver with a giant barrel. So, it's actually game accurate. So, plus 5 points. So, overall, that was the Chris Redfield Minimate. Really amazing. I love this figure since it's Chris Redfield and he looks extremely game accurate and he's just awesome. The only problem is he doesn't come with a boulder. So, overall, that was the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Minimates Series 2 Chris Redfield with Spider-Man! An amazing 2-pack. I love Chris Redfield. Perfect figure. Really, really good. Highly recommended to any fans of Resident Evil or Minimates. And Spider-Man's pretty good. It's a great start if you're just now getting into Minimates, since it comes with Spider-Man. And I guess kids will love Chris Redfield because he's like generic Marine number 5. But, oh well. Anyway, did you like the video? Well then rate, comment, subscribe, and like, and I'll see you later.
I'll be damned before I lose another partner.